Captioning for Inside Southeastern Baseball is made possible by North Oaks Health Systems, the official healthcare provider for Southeastern Athletics. North Oaks, you are the reason we are here. Hello there and welcome to an inside look at Southeastern Baseball presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers as we're broadcasting here from the Santa Fe Cattle Company at the mall at Hammond Square. I'm Alan Waddell, and over the next 30 minutes we're going to have an action-packed show full of Lion baseball. Before we get into all that, let me welcome the head baseball coach of the Southeastern Lions, Coach Jay Artigues. Coach, a very good week for your club, 4-0.
No question. It was a great week for the Lions. Guys played really, really well all weekend and a tough atmosphere and came away with 3 victories. Really proud of them.
Well, Coach, you started in the midweek, a big home game against Mississippi Valley State. You were able to knock those guys off. It really propelled you into the weekend, and we talked about it on last week's show, how this was a chance for your ball club to really showcase himself. You go on the road, take on an SEC opponent, and you get it done. You go 4-0 on the weekend, 7-0 to start the season.
Yeah, you know, playing Mississippi Valley at home, and most talented team they've had in a long time. So coming into our place, I was really proud of the way the guys responded, you know, and playing like we did to win 15-1. And then going on the road, like you said, to Starkville. Duty Noble Field is probably one of the toughest venues to play in college baseball anywhere in the country. And to go in there and just handle them the way we did, I couldn't say more about our kids.
Well, Coach, talk about the atmosphere a little bit. Talk about the character of your ball club. They go on the road, hostile environment, maybe not always the best calls umpiring-wise. You kind of get hosed a little bit sometimes when you go on the road in the SEC. He didn't say that, I said it, but Coach, talk about your kids and your team and the way they go in there and battle in that tough atmosphere.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of elements you're up against, obviously, when you go on the road, especially going on the road to an SEC opponent like that. And we knew that. We had a lot of elements working against us, some things out of our control, but our kids handled it very well and just flat out outplayed them. I mean, we outplayed them. We played very hard in every aspect. I couldn't say more about them. I'm really proud of our kids.
All right, Coach, let's take our first break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the highlights from Mississippi Valley State and Mississippi State. You're watching an inside look at Southeastern Baseball presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers.
When the earth starts to rumble in these parts, it can only mean one thing. It's a stampede of savings during Ford Truck Month. Get the best deals of the year on a big old herd of the best-selling trucks in America. Like Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew, now with 0% financing or $5,500 total savings. Or Super Duty XLT with 0% financing or $5,700 total cash back. It's a stampede of savings during Truck Month. Only at your local Southern Quality Ford dealer.
If it's great food and casual dining you crave, then try the Santa Fe Cattle Company. Santa Fe Cattle has become one of the nation's fastest growing restaurants. With over 14 years of cooking great food, Santa Fe provides customers with a unique blend of perfectly aged USDA choice steaks, ribs, fajitas, all made fresh daily from scratch and served in a comfortable casual atmosphere. With over 30 entrees on the menu to choose from, there is something at Santa Fe Cattle Company for everyone. So come out and capture the authentic flavors of the Southwest delivered right to your table. We guarantee you'll love your Santa Fe experience. To find the nearest location, please visit SantaFeCattle.com. Santa Fe Cattle Company, real, fresh, fun. It is truly a great time to live in Louisiana. Our New Orleans Saints are coming off their first ever NFL championship. And now, just days after winning the title, a big part of the team is coming to Chuck's Sports Cards of Louisiana.
On March 23rd, the guy who picked off Peyton in the Super Bowl will be at Chuck's as Tracy Porter comes to town. And then the very next night, running back Pierre Thomas pays a visit to Chuck's.
Chuck's Sports Cards is southeastern Louisiana's premier sports cards and collectibles venue. With 2 locations to serve you, Chuck's Sports Cards is proud to bring the Saints to you. Please visit BayouStateSportsCards.com or call 225-567-9200. Chuck Sports Cards located in Albany just off I-12 at exit 32. Chuck Sports Cards, bringing your sports heroes to you. Welcome back to an inside look at Southeastern baseball presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers. It was the Lions' first midweek test of the year as they hosted Mississippi Valley State on Tuesday night. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Okay, here you go on Tuesday night, Alumni Field. Chief Mike Prescott throwing out the first pitch. Chief Prescott, fantastic fan of Lions baseball. What an outstanding job he does with our police department here at the university. Ryan Boudreaux getting a start on the mound for us, and boy, he did an outstanding job. Senior right-handed pitcher who's had a heck of a career so far, and hopefully the best is yet to come. He was really in command all night on Tuesday, dominating Mississippi Valley guys. And here we go to get started. Philip Freeman that first inning, getting a hit by pitch, get things cranked up for us. Coach Rides with his hard hat, looking good as always. And, doing what we do best here, hit the ball in the gap and going first to third. And, Philip does a great job on the base pass on that ball. Hit by Hawkins. Boy, Hawk's been swinging the bat very well for us. What a great pickup for us. Cody Gockley, big hopper right there, and Philip does a great job at third base, getting that walking lead and getting in on that big hopper to get us that lead. Another Boudreaux on our team. Justin Boudreaux really laces one to center field, over the center fielder's head, right at the base of 400-foot wall. Boudreaux with his speed gets all the way to third with a triple. It's always good to get the lead early on, and we jumped on it 2-0, especially when you got a guy like Ryan Boudreaux on the mound. You feel pretty comfortable. He gets in on the inner half of that plate right there for strike 3 and really dominated both sides of the plate for us that night and made it really difficult for the Mississippi Valley hitters on Tuesday night. And here we go again, another hit by pitch. Brock Hebert, true freshman, getting us going from South Terrebonne, getting on base. You like to see him on a base pass with his speed. Little straight steal there, and Brock slides under the tag, safe at second base. And Cass Hodges, just steady as can be for us. 2-out single up the middle, getting Brock Hebert in for the score to add on to that lead. Cass comes up with some really big hits for us, really clutch hits for us. That's Cass on the base pass, another steal, second base. Cass gets a great jump and really gets a good read on that ball. Kind of tips off the glove, and Cass thinking a step ahead, gets to third base on that ball. A lot of guys would settle at second. Cass got that base. Here we go, the big hopper. Boy, what a tremendous play by Justin Boudreaux. I mean, that's an outstanding play. That's a top 10er right there. Chad Goff-Fortenberry. Chad has been doing a tremendous job. Another true freshman. We see a lot of true freshmen in this club. Catcher lays off of a good pitch right there and draws a walk. Loads the bases are full of line. That's a good sign. You get Brock Hebert coming up and just laces one down the left field line. Score a couple runs for us. Just kept piling on, adding on to that lead. Brock's really coming on strong. Tremendous defensive player, really coming on strong with that bat. And another quality true freshman. This is a great play by Trey Martin. Squeeze bump was on, left the ball way up, and Trey gets it down and kept putting pressure on him. Now we're scoring a wild pitch. Brock Hebert coming at wild pitch. Really put pressure on these guys and opened up the floodgates in that 5th inning for a 15-1 victory for the Lions.
Coach, your team really took care of business in this one. You got a big victory against Mississippi Valley State. Move your record to 4-0. They stayed concentrated on the task at hand in the midweek.
Yeah, I was really proud of the way we came out offensively and scored those first few innings to kind of get us that lead and take some pressure off our pitching. And our pitching was outstanding. The guys did a great job on the mound. Really keep putting zeros up on the board continuously and just gave our offense time to just keep scoring until we put the game out of reach.
So the Lions took their 4-0 record on the road for the first time to take on the Mississippi State Bulldogs in Starkville. Let's go out to Dudy Noble Field for Game 1.
And we're going out to maybe the toughest place to play in the country. Dudy Noble Field, Starkville, Mississippi, take on SEC Power and Mississippi State. It was a great day. The weather really was fantastic. Great atmosphere, good venue for college baseball. We get started right there, drawing the walk. Justin Boudreaux. Justin was great all weekend for us, both offensively and defensively. Josh Carr laces one right at him in that inning. Carr's been swinging the bat very well. Here we go. Tyler Watkins has just been fantastic for us. 2 straight starts, are just very consistent. Throws strikes, a lot of late movement, gets a lot of ground balls like that, entices a double play, gets a lot of bad swings because he's got so much movement on that fastball. Good little breaking ball and good changeup as well. Cody Geiger just absolutely crushes this ball left field. And tie ball game 0-0 at the time, and Cody absolutely hammers it over the left field wall to give us a 1-0 lead. Cody touched the place twice, hoping they give us 2 runs for that, but they just gave us 1. We get a shot right back up the middle right there. And boy, that pitch is really good. It's what you expect on a Friday night. You know, just a dogfight. We get on Trey Martin, hits a big hopper right there. You know, kind of a base running mistake right there. Should have beat that ball out, but they made the most of it and capitalized on that mistake. Great play right here by Josh Cry. Josh is outstanding. Trey Martin digs that ball out of the dirt and throws him out. That's a heck of a play right there by third baseman Josh Cry. And Tyler doing what he does best, gets another bad swing for strike 3 to end that inning. That's our 3rd double play of the night right there. Gets a soft ground ball up the middle. Justin Boudreaux, the best shortstop in the South of the Conference, makes a great play and throws him out to Trey Martin at first base. Strike 3 right there, right down the middle. Leaves that hitters, boy, their hitters were really baffled all weekend. Our pitchers did a tremendous job. Coach Hill did a great job of game planning for these guys. You can see it's 1-0 right there in the 5th, and Tyler stays in control, gets strike 3 right there in this check swing. Really had him, you can see they're kind of baffled and befuddled and every other word you can think of, but they got a hold of that one, hit it down that line right there for a double. Kind of mishandled it in left field a little bit, and that hitter does a great job getting to second base. Tyler comes out after giving us some strong innings. I tell you, I couldn't be proud of him. You turn it over to your All-American closer, Chris Franklin. A wild pitch right there, brings that run in from third. Tough pitch to hand. It was down, breaking ball down. But Frankie does what he does best, retires the next guy, gets in the center field. And going into the 9th inning, tied to 1-1. We get going with a hit batsman right here. Gets past him, guy gets to second base. That hit batsman gets the guy at first base, and boy, we started putting the pressure on these guys. Had first and second right here. Chad did a great job laying that ball forward, load them up, and we were really putting pressure on these guys all game long. Here comes the Bear, Joe Sparacino, pinch hitting, clutch situation, comes up with a huge 2-out knock to give us that lead, to get that lead in the 9th inning. Hit the ball so hard we only able to get 1, but boy, that gave us the lead right there. That was a big play. And here you go, Trey Martin, who's just steady as could be, hits a line drive back through the middle to play 2 runs and give us 2 insurance runs to put us up 4-1 in that 9th inning. And when you're up 4-1 with an All-American closer like Chris Franklin, you gotta like your chances. Frankie comes on, just overpowers their hitters. He's throwing that fastball right by him. He was up to 96 miles per hour that night, throwing the ball really well with a great slider. And that's a great sign right there when you see the Friday night getting that victory. 4-1 over Mississippi State. Great sign. Good way to get the weekend started.
Big victory, Coach. Your first road game of the year. Your team once again shows character. Mississippi State rallies, but then you score 3 in the 9th and get a big Friday night victory.
Yeah, like we said, it's probably the biggest challenge you could have going to Duty Noble Field. Toughest place to play in the country, I believe. And to go in there and do the job we did. You know, Tyler Watkins on Friday night was outstanding on the mound. Kept him off balance, had a lot of bad swings by Mississippi State hitters because of his stuff. A lot of late movement on his fastball, good breaking pitch, and just threw strikes. The boy defensively we played very solid behind him. And then, you know, Joe Sparacino comes off the bench with a big pinch hit, get that game-winning RBI.
Well, not a lot of time to celebrate. You have to get right back at it for Game 2. Let's go back out to Duty Noble and check out the Game 2 highlights.
Here we go into Saturday, another great weather day in Starkville, Mississippi. A chance for us to win the series on Saturday. Cass gets things going with a tough player up the middle, hits a big hop. Anytime Cass hits the ball on the ground, he puts a lot of pressure on that defense because of his speed. Another hard ground ball that they misplayed. Boudreaux beats it out at first base. They kind of misplayed that ball, and that was a big play for us. Crowd hits the ball to deep right field. That right fielder camps under it. Hardis does a great job tagging up to get us that lead. Sacrifice fly to get Cass in. Brandon Epperson had to start for us on Saturday, and boy, Brandon was really, really good that day. And use that infield like we try to get him to do every day, and gets that ground ball, and middle infielders, I think, best in the Southern Conference, gets a double play. Here's Chad Livingston. Chad makes a great play on that ball. The guy just beats it out, but what a tremendous play by Chad Livingston on that ball. Jefferson just pitched on both sides of the plate, really dominated their hitters all game long. Kept them off balance. Get a base hit to the right side right there. Great job by Trey Martin. 2-out RBI. We come in to beat that play. And Trey being aggressive, trying to get to second base, just gets tagged. But I tell you, it was a great job by Trey to get that run in for us. See a high popper. What a tremendous play right there. Very athletic play by Josh Cryer to make that play. That's a tough, tough play. Very windy day in Starkville. Jefferson throwing that fastball right by him, gets out of that inning as well. We get things going right here, drive a shot to the left side. You know, Jeff Hawkins, he swung the bat well. Coach Reiser with that hard hat, keeping them going. This is a good play right here. We get the soft liner up the middle and scores Boudreaux. Boudreaux got a great read on that ball. It was really tough the way it came off the bat. Then we hit a ball in that left center field gap. Played in a couple of runs and started adding on to that lead, really starting to put Mississippi State away. See Freeman coming in there to score. Chad Livingston with a big hit for the Lions. Strike 3 right there, just kind of blew it by him and really had those hitters off balance all weekend long. Tell you, Jefferson was really, really strong this night. You know, that's what he does, and he's a weekend starter for a reason, one of the best in the Southern Conference. So it's big, Brock Aber. Boy, Brock really stepped up this weekend. Big RBI right there, driving in a run, Philip Freeman coming to score, and Aber showing his speed off and getting to second base. And our hitters did a great job of running the bases all weekend long, putting pressure on them. And you can see right there again, just dominating the Mississippi State hitters. Can't say enough about our pitching staff and the job they've done and the job Coach Hill's done with it. Cody Geiger doing a great job, 2 strikes, putting a bat hit on that ball, driving in that run right there. Great turn around third base as well as our base runner. See right there, another true freshman coming in. Jordan Hemel comes in and just absolutely throws the ball well. Fastball was explosive, good late break on that breaking ball, and had a lot of swing and misses. This is a high pop-up right here. This ball seemed like it stayed up there for days, and Trey Martin does a tremendous job fighting the sun and making that play. This was huge right here. Adding on, we were up 7-3 and going to the top of the 9th, and Brock Aber lays down a perfect safety squeeze to get Cody Geiger in to add on, and that was really important. You can see right here, they loaded the bases and hit a shot up the middle, and Brock Aber makes a tremendous play on the ball by Connor Powell's hit lace that ball, and Brock makes a great double play to stave off that rally right there, and then Justin Snyder comes in, gets a fly ball to center field. Lions win again, take us another game for Mississippi State and win the series 2-0. Give us a chance to go for a sweep on Sunday.
Well, Coach, your team stays right at it, gets a big victory on Saturday. You win the series on Saturday, taking the second game of the series.
Yeah, to go in there Saturday like we did and to win the series that second day, and just the way we did it, and just kind of handled them really well. You know, we jumped on them pretty good and kept that lead. And, you know, our guys just really put it on them by playing harder. I mean, they did a great job. Brandon Epperson on the mound just dominated Mississippi State hitters, and our hitters really did a great job. Coach Reiser did a good job with the plan, game planning for their guys, and our hitters were very aggressive and went right to it.
Well, the Lions have a chance for the sweep on Sunday. Let's check out the Sunday box score.
Look at Sunday's box score. You know, after taking the first 2 games of the series at Mississippi State, you know, going into Sunday's game, we really wanted to make it a point to make a statement. Our kids did just that. Coming out, pitching well. Josh Janway out of the bullpen was fantastic. And then turning it over to our All-American closer, Chris Franklin, who tied the career record for saves with that save at Mississippi State. Our hitters came alive and did some great things offensively for us today to sweep Mississippi State in Starkville.
Well, Coach, your team gets the sweep, and what an exciting play on Sunday. You steal home for the victory in the 8th inning.
Yeah, you know, it's probably the most exciting play in baseball. We had the base loaded, 2 outs, and tie ball game in the 8th inning in a tough environment. And Trey Martin did a great job of just, you know, getting a good read on the pitcher. Guy didn't check us up, and Trey took off, stole home, and won the ball game for us. It was a lot of fun.
Well, Coach, this Mississippi State Ball Club, this is a team that's just a few years removed from Omaha. Talk about how important this was. Another record here for Southeastern, your first time in school history going on the road and sweeping an SEC opponent.
It was a great atmosphere. They had good crowds and very vocal crowds. But I tell you what, our fans were outstanding. Our fans, you don't go to Duty Noble Field many times and have the visiting fans louder than the home fans, but they were. And that speaks volumes for the fans at Southeastern.
All right, let's take another break. When we come back, we'll have a lot more for you right here on Inside Look at Southeastern Baseball, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers.
Class has got you on the go? Head on over to the Student Union and visit Burger King. Burger King offers flame-broiled burgers cooked to order. With over 8 combo meals to choose from, there's something for everyone. So whether it's a Whopper, chicken sandwich, French fries, be sure to visit the Student Union Burger King. Open daily, 10 a.m. Burger King accepts cash, credit, declining balance, and Lions Lanyap. Burger King, located right next to Benet Pizza and Pasta. Burger King, have it your way. Inside Southeastern Baseball is made possible through support from Marucci Sports. Marucci bats are used by over 300 professional players, including slugger Albert Pujols. Marucci bats are game tested, player approved. The Bond Rote and Eye Clinic, with locations in Hammond, Amite, and Denham Springs. With over 14 years in business, come visit Dr. Richard Bond or Chris Roten at the Bond Eye Clinic. And the law offices of O.C. Brown, led by managing attorney Dana Brown. The law offices of O.C. Brown have been practicing law in this area for well over 50 years. The law offices of O.C. Brown, your law firm for a lifetime, with offices in downtown Baton Rouge.
Welcome back to an Inside Look at Southeastern Baseball, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers. It's time for our Lion Profile of the Week, and this week we're going to take a look at 3-hole hitter Jeff Harkensey from Chicago, Illinois.
It's been a great experience. I really love just being out here. Love the coaches, love the team. It's really just been a privilege for me. A lot of kids who grow up north dream about playing baseball down south, getting to be outside year-round. In upstate, up north, we're always indoors all winter, and so being able to be out here all fall outdoors, it's really been great. I love playing ball here. Play hard, it's fun. I just try and stay patient. Just try and stay relaxed at the plate, as relaxed as I can be. Just try and let my bat do everything for me. I try to get a pitch I can get a barrel on, and that's it. I just try and barrel up every single ball, and if it happens to go out, it goes out, or I just try to get a barrel on every pitch. Academics are important to me. Academics keep my mom happy, and mom's happy, everyone's happy. So I got a 3.6 last semester, have over 3.0 cumulative GPA. So started out not too good at Illinois State, but grades are important. So I got to get my work done in the classroom, and then everything's easier on the field. You don't got any stress about your grades when you're playing. I think we got a great team. We're very I don't know if unrespected, but underappreciated. I feel like we're kind of around the country. Everyone thinks us coming in Mississippi State and winning Friday night was an upset, but we were confident we were going to come in here and win. I think we can go to Corpus Christi, win the conference championship. I think as a team we want to make it run. So we think we can be like a team that makes a run into a super regional and see what happens from there.
Coach, what an outstanding addition to your ball club. Jeff Harkensey, he's already made his presence felt in your lineup.
Jeff has brought a big bat tie lineup, done a great job in the outfield, cutting balls off, keeping singles to singles and not letting them turn into doubles. And but what he's really brought is in the locker room. His presence in the locker room, tremendous leader, one of our team leaders, no question about it. For a new player to step into that role says a lot about the character of that young man.
All right, Coach, now it's time for the Tip of the Week, brought to you by Marucci Sports.
Hi, welcome to this week's Tip of the Week. This week we're going to talk about bunting and the fundamentals of bunting. To help me today demonstrate, I'm going to use freshman second baseman Ryan Downing. You see Ryan in a good stance here, good balance. First step we're going to do is up and over with his left foot. That's going to separate his feet a little bit to give him more balance. Next going to be squaring up, where he squares his hips, his shoulders, and his head. It's going to be squared to the pitcher. Then we go angle the bat. You can see the bat angle, his top hand is slightly above his bottom hand. We want to make sure that you bunt with a strong top hand and that you get the bottom hand out of the bunt, otherwise it's going to change your bat angle. Another big important step is you want to be as eye level as you can with your eyes in the barrel to be eye level by bending your knees. That is this week's Tip tip of the week.
Coach, obviously an important part of your game here, being able to lay down the sacrifice bunt. True freshman Ryan Downey from St. Thomas Aquinas does a nice job presenting it right there.
Yeah, Ryan does a great job with the fundamentals of bunting, and you know, we put a lot of emphasis on that because usually when you're bunting, it's a big time in the game, a big play in the game, and we spend a lot of time on that to make sure our guys understand the fundamentals of it.
All right, it's now time for our final break, and we'll come back. We'll take a look at the scouting report for this weekend. You're watching an inside look at Southeastern baseball presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers.
When the earth starts to rumble in these parts, it can only mean one thing. It's a stampede of savings during Ford Truck Month. Get the best deals of the year on a big old herd of the best-selling trucks in America. Like Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew, now with 0% financing or $5,500 total savings. Or Super Duty XLT with 0% financing or $5,700 total cash back. It's a stampede of savings during Truck Month. Only at your local Southern Quality Ford dealer.
If it's great food and casual dining you crave, then try the Santa Fe Cattle Company. Santa Fe Cattle has become one of the nation's fastest growing restaurants. With over 14 years of cooking great food, Santa Fe provides customers with a unique blend of perfectly aged USDA choice steaks, ribs, fajitas, all made fresh daily from scratch and served in a comfortable casual atmosphere. With over 30 entrees on the menu to choose from, there is something at Santa Fe Cattle Company for everyone. So come out and capture the authentic flavors of the Southwest delivered right to your table. We guarantee you'll love your Santa Fe experience. To find the nearest location, please visit SantaFeCattle.com. Santa Fe Cattle Company, real, fresh, fun. Welcome back to an inside look at Southeastern baseball presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers. Just a reminder, we're here broadcasting at the Santa Fe Cattle Company, and while we were at break, Coach, they brought us out some good-looking ribs here, and want to invite you to come out to Santa Fe.
Yeah, you know, the people here at Santa Fe treat you so well. The service is outstanding. The food speaks for itself, as you can see. You know, we got a great crowd. You know, come on out and enjoy us here at Santa Fe every Monday. It's a lot of fun. It's a great atmosphere.
Well, Coach, you come back home this weekend. You're going to take on Texas Southern. Talk about those guys.
Texas Southern's a very offensive team. We're going to have to score some runs. They come here very sound, very fundamentally sound offensively. So hopefully our pitching staff does a good job of holding them down and give our offense time to get rolling.
Well, Coach, then the following week you go on the road for the first time in the midweek. You take on the Southern Jaguars. You don't have to go too far, but you go to Baton Rouge and it's televised.
Yeah, anytime you play Southern University, Coach Cato always has his teams prepared. Quality ball club, it's always a lot of fun when we play.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Inside Southeastern Baseball presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers. Just a reminder to check out LionSports.net and keep up with your Lions. And come out this weekend and watch the Lions take on Texas Southern. For Coach J. Artigues, I'm Alan Waddell. We'll see you next week.